Hello everybody. So we are going to walk you through how to start a Twitter account if you would like to do that. So what I did was I Googled Twitter new account, pretty simple, or you can just go to twitter.com and go to new account. And so what you're first going to do is you're going to put in your name, pretty simple. So I'm going to, of course, do a fake one because I already have one. And so I am going to do my example email. And once you have that information in, then you can hit next. You can also, instead of doing an email, you can do a phone number, which is pretty handy if something happens with your account. They will contact you with phone number instead of an email, or when you log in, you'll log in with your phone number instead of an email. So it's just your preference. So once you have all the information in, you can sign up and they will email you a verification code. So I hopped into my email and I can see that I have a twitter.com email waiting for me, and they will have a verification code. So this verification code is what I want, and so I can just copy and paste this, which is probably the easiest way so that we know we don't get any typos. And once we put that verification in, then you can create a password. So again, I'm just going to put a password in there that doesn't matter. And you can put it in a profile picture, whatever you would like. I'm going to skip that for now. And you can put in a little bio. Now, with Twitter, you only have so many characters for anything you post. And just similar to that, you have to describe yourself in 160 characters as well. So I can say teacher, podcaster, cat mom, whatever I want to put. And when you're done describing yourself, whether you're describing yourself for a personal account or maybe you're describing yourself for a professional account, I might add in 4th grade teacher, lover of science. Okay, so it's all depending on you, on how you're going to use this account and how your bio will look. But when you're done, you'll hit next. And then you're going to pick some topics. Now, these topics are important should you pick them. You can skip for now if you'd like. But should you pick these, you will want to make sure that you pick ones that actually you are interested in, because Twitter will use this to suggest friends for you or to suggest contacts for you. And so because I use mine professionally, I make sure that that is what I pick for my interests. You know, I might like trending and cute, but I want to use this as a professional network. And so I'm not going to pick photography, even though I may really like photography. So you can choose what your interests are. And when you're done, you can continue. I'm going to skip this for now because it's just an example. So once you've gone through these, they will suggest, based on your interest, who you would like to follow. Because I did not pick an interest, you can see it's giving me a variety of different places around me that I could follow. So once I follow a few people, I can hit next, and you can download the app, which I highly recommend, or you can continue using your app, your internet app, whichever one you choose. And then we can get started. So when you go into Twitter, you're going to have home. You can search Twitter. You have your notifications, or you have your DMs, your direct messages. So, and at the bottom here, you can start a message or send a message. So at the same time, if I hit home, I see this little pen, this plus with the pen. That's how I am going to send out my first tweet. So I can send out to the world a Twitter message. Now, before I do that, I do want to search some things. And so you can go to hashtags. Now, hashtags can be confusing for some people, but I want you to think of hashtags like categories. So I like the category educational technology. And so I'm going to search hashtag ed tech. Okay, and it's going to show you not only EdTech, but other hashtags that sound similar, as well as people that I might want to follow because they're also into EdTech. So right away, the EdTech podcast, I will follow. Whoops. And I'll go back. And EdTech. There we go. Now, EdTech has 70 tweets in the last hour, so I can tell that that is a hashtag that's often updated, and so I may want to go to that. And now I see all these different people, and notice that under their tweets, they have added hashtag EdTech onto their tweet, which means that whoever else follows EdTech will see their tweet. And so that is what the hashtag does. It puts your tweet into this category and connects it with all the other people that are talking about the same thing. Okay, I'll be going to ISTE for the first time in June. I'm very excited. So when I see that Miss Z has tweeted out, I see that she has tagged ISTE in ISTE 19. I can click on ISTE 19, and now I go to that category or that topic. And so anyone who's posted about the topic and added the hashtag ISTE 19, anyone who's used that is here. So it pulls all the common interest tweets together in one convenient place to find. So as you go on to Twitter and you're looking for people to follow, that is where I would start. I would start by finding a hashtag or finding a person that is interested in the same things as you, and most likely whatever they tweet about are going to be things that you're interested in. So Miss Z, I actually follow on my own Twitter, and I can follow her. Or you can go to people. So if I search, I'll look for myself, my own Twitter. There I am. And so I can pull up my name and again hit follow. You can go through and see all of the tweets that I've put out there for the world to see. I already have some followers, as you can see by the notifications that are popping down. But you can see different information. Okay, so that's how you find people. That's how I would recommend you finding people. You would go to the search and you would search either a hashtag or a person. Now, one more example of a hashtag, if I want to do science. So they're going to bring me up some different topics: science fiction, science Twitter. Now, I'm a science teacher, so I want to kind of narrow that down a little bit. So that may not be the hashtag that I want. I might have to start searching for hashtags to get me where I want to do. So maybe I'm a chem teacher. Nope, that's too specific. So it didn't bring me up any hashtags that people are putting in their posts, but it did bring me up with some people. So chem teacher 843 may be somebody that I want to connect with if I'm a high school chemistry teacher. And then what's going to happen is when I follow chem teacher, now I can see possibly other people who are also following chem teacher. If I scroll down, who to follow. Because I followed this person and they're guessing that I'm involved with chemistry, they're now going to give me 3 people that are also in the chemistry field, and so now I can make a connection with them. So you can broaden your horizons, you can make connections, and you can find people that potentially you might be able to collaborate with. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my homepage, right? So I'm going to go back home. And now it's going to go show some tweets from different people around the planet that it's showing up on my feed. But say I want to go to my account. Okay, so if you just saw what I did, I'm going to click on this next to home, this person. And if I add a profile picture, it will be my picture there. If I click that, then I can see my profile. So I can see the number of people I'm following. I don't have any followers yet, but I will in time. And I can go to my profile. Okay, so here are other suggestions, and I can filter through my tweets with replies, media, which will be your photos or videos, anything that you've posted yet. So we are going to actually go through the steps of creating your first tweet. So on the bottom, you see a plus sign with a feather. If I hit that plus sign, then I can write out my tweet. So I have the mountain icon, so I can add photos. I have a GIF icon, which can bring some attention to your tweet. So I'm saying hello to everybody. So I'm going to add a GIF, and who does not like Forrest Gump? So this is going to play under whatever I write. So I'm absolutely going to add that. So I'm going to say hello Twitterverse. Now, one of the other important icons at the bottom is this gray circle with that little bit of blue on it. That's going to show you how many characters you have remaining in your message. So the blue is what's taken and the gray is what's left. So as I continue to type, you will see it start filling in. I'm a 4th grade teacher who loves, and here I'm going to use that hashtag EdTech. And now anyone who searches EdTech hashtag will see my message. So I'm showing Twitter universe that this is a category that I'm interested in. And so other people who are interested in that category can find me. So as I continue to type, you'll see that circle gets closer and closer. And I'm going to, and am excited to connect and collaborate here on Twitter. Okay, now, so I've put out a message and I've used my hashtag, but maybe I want to connect specifically with someone and tag someone in this message. So if I work with someone, or I want to tag an administrator, or maybe an author, if I'm posting about a book, I'm going to add the @ symbol, and there's a couple ways I can do this. I can start writing their name, and people with that name, all sorts of people with that name will start showing up. Okay, that's not the Lindsay Simpson that I want though. So if I know their Twitter handle, I can just write in their Twitter handle, and now, there I am. It's more specific, and I can find someone that way. Okay, so I've added all the information. I have a GIF, and so I'm going to hit done and tweet. Okay, so now my tweet was sent, and there it is. So there's my tweet out for the universe to see. And if I go back and I go to my profile, now I have my tweet there. Okay, so lots of different things we can do on Twitter, but those is what's important to get you started. So search for your hashtags or your people based on your interests, and then those hashtags will lead you to other people within your interest who you might want to follow or connect with. Okay, so that's just the beginning steps. That's where I'm going to leave you today. But if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to follow me on my Twitter, lsimpson1220. There it is. There's my page. You can follow me to find other educational technology tips, and I will share out links to my YouTube channel. I hope you've enjoyed learning about Twitter. I encourage you to follow me at lsimpson1220. For more classroom ideas and activities, listen to my podcast, The Next Step, with co-host Caitlin Bowen. You can find it on all your favorite podcast networks.